Good day, everyone. My sincere thanks to the AI Technical Position and organizers of this important side event of the United Nations Global Dialogue on AI Governance for the opportunity to contribute an enterprise perspective from Africa. As AI continues to reshape industries, governments, and societies, global attention has rightly focused on developing governance principles that promote responsible, transparent, and trustworthy AI. My perspective today is simple. AI governance creates value only when institutional capability enables audit-ready execution, accountable decisions, and measurable business outcomes. Around the world, organizations are investing heavily in AI strategies, governance frameworks, ethical principles, and regulatory compliance. These are important foundations. However, governance frameworks alone do not guarantee responsible AI implementation. The real challenge begins when organizations attempt to translate those principles into everyday operational decisions. This is where institutional capability becomes essential. Institutional capability is the organizational capacity to transform governance from policy into practice. It encompasses leadership, commitment, clear accountability, defined decision rights, operational discipline, cross-functional collaboration, and the ability to learn and adapt as AI systems evolve. Without these capabilities, governance risks remaining compliant on paper while failing to deliver consistent outcome in practice. Closely connected to institutional capability is audit readiness. As AI increasingly influences decisions that affect customers, employees, citizens, and businesses, organizations must be prepared to answer fundamental questions. Who was accountable for the AI-enabled decision? What evidence informed that decision? What governance controls were applied? Can the decision be explained, reviewed, and trusted? These are not simply technical questions. They are questions of organizational governance, transparency, and institutional maturity. Audit readiness should therefore be viewed as a strategic capability that strengthens confidence in AI rather than as a compliance exercise undertaken after implementation. From an African enterprise perspective, this discussion carries particular significance. Across Africa, organizations are embracing AI while simultaneously navigating diverse regulatory environments. Varying levels of digital maturity, legacy technology, infrastructure constraint, and evolving governance ecosystems. Global AI governance frameworks provide valuable principles from direction. However, successful implementation depends on the ability of institutions to adapt those principles to local organizational realities. Rather than asking whether global frameworks should be adopted, the more important question is how do we build institutions capable of implementing them responsibly and sustainably? In my view, every organization embarking on AI transformation should begin by asking three practical questions. One, do we possess the institutional capability required to govern AI effectively? Can our AI-enabled decision be traced, explained, and audited? Three, are governance responsibilities clearly embedded within leadership, operational processes, and organizational accountability? If organizations cannot confidently answer these questions, then strengthening institutional capability should become a strategical priority before AI is deployed at scale. As global conversations on AI governance continue to evolve, I believe the next frontier is not simply developing better governance frameworks, it is enabling institutions to operationalize them, especially those through accountable leadership, audit-ready execution, and responsible organizational practice. Allow me to conclude with one final thought. Technology enables artificial intelligence. Governance provides direction, but institutional capability transforms governance into trusted execution and measurable enterprise value. Thank you once again to the AI Integrity Organization for the opportunity to contribute to this important global dialogue. Yeah. Just a question? Okay, thank you. From my experience, what global AI governance conversations most often miss is that governance frameworks alone do not create organizational capability. Many organizations I engage with are not asking whether AI governance is important. They recognize that it is. Their challenge is translating governance into day-to-day operational practice. That means developing leadership capability, defining accountability, strengthening decision making, building audit-ready processes, and ensuring that governance is embedded in organizational culture rather than existing solely as policy. This is particularly relevant across many enterprises in Africa and other emerging markets, where organizations are adopting global frameworks while simultaneously navigating different levels of institutional maturity and resource constraints. In my view, the future of AI governance depends not only on developing better global principles, but also on helping organizations to organizational capability to implement those principles responsibly. Thank you.